Elections on hold, one of the many things affected by the virus outbreak. Channel 5's Christian Von Preissing with more from a local elections administrator on the new statewide order.
As of this week, a strong recommendation to elections offices from the Secretary of State. Continue with elections, and you could cause a violation of the governor's orders to shelter in place. People won't show up, and elections that do go forward could be contested. Those changing circumstances.
Not only the idea of getting individuals to work the election, but also that voters would be apprehensive about actually going to the polls.
Elections Administrator Remy Garza explains the issues they're facing right now. On Tuesday, Governor Greg Abbott extended orders of social distancing through April 30th and school closures through May 4th, with the May 2nd uniform elections coming up.
And while elections were considered and governmental services were considered to be essential, the actual voters were not included in that group. So it was really going to be very, very difficult for somebody to hold what would be a meaningful election in their communities during this time.
He says his office was working with about 10 local municipalities to hold May elections. He says in the last weeks, they've explained the change was coming and those elections would be put on hold. That even includes board elections where incumbent officials will remain in office under these unusual circumstances.
The Texas Constitution kind of contemplates having people whose terms have ended but then still need to be serving until the successor is elected or appointed. So yeah, it anticipated that, so that for that continuity of government, so that you wouldn't ever be in a situation where you had a vacant office without having the successor already designated.
While some advocacy groups are calling for a go-ahead to elections right now with more remote and mail-in ballot options, Garza said that would be difficult to execute.
I don't know that there's a way that within any reasonable period of time we would be able to ramp up a full vote by mail here in Cameron County. There's a lot of logistics that are involved with respect to not only who receives a ballot, but how they return them and what methods you use in that process. I don't think there's a way we could set it up that would eliminate having in-person voting.
For now, many of those elections will be rescheduled to November. Christian Von Preissing, Channel 5 News, Weslaco.